Cyberbob, almost instantly. Forward this to Michelle. You were almost instant too. He was waiting there, his finger on that button. Ding, got it. That's good. Hey, thanks for those codes too, Jerry. Jerry sent me some McDonald's codes for some free goodies. Yum 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 yum. I got a whole bunch of them in the McDonald's app now because I do that. Um, I'll show you. It's gonna be a while before we get started. Let's see, desktop. So if you go to this website, amoe.playmcd.com, you can get 10 tickets. You go submit 5 times, you get 2 each time. But keep in mind, you're only allowed to submit 10 per day, and that's for everything. That includes tickets that you get at McDonald's. So what I do is I only submit 20 a day, and then if I get some at McDonald's, the overflow I do on my third device. So I can do them all. But they've been getting stingy lately. I'm getting a lot less food freebies lately. Um, Also, it sometimes takes them forever to send them. Like usually it's 8 hours. So you submit here, and it takes 8 hours before you get it in your email box. And yesterday it took over 12. So I wasn't able to submit any today because I already submitted yesterday's after 10 o'clock. So when I get them today, I'll have to wait until after 10 p.m. because it's midnight Eastern time, which is 10 p.m. my time. Um, they have to give you lots of repeat properties. That's a given. You're going to get the same tokens over and over again. There's only like 7 or 8 valuable tokens in the whole game. Everybody gets the same. They can't randomize the tokens because then people just start trading. And so if the $1 million prize, if let's say there's 2 of them, well that means there's only going to be 2 boardwalks in the whole country. And um, I used to get some points now and then. I got 1,500 points a couple times and 3,000 points. Well, the bonus game I usually get 2 out of the 10. I usually end up getting 2. But lately, the last like 3 times I've done it, I've busted all 10 times, all zeros. It's like, damn, getting stingy there, McDonald's. Sometimes I wonder if it sees how many free codes you have in your app and if it adjusts the odds based on that. I'll have to test that. It wouldn't be a conclusive test, but I could start doing this on an additional device, like a brand new device, and see if I suddenly start getting freebies again. Like, 'cause I have a bunch. That's because it's difficult to use a bunch of them at the same time because you can only do 1 per order. But like for example, right now I only have 1 good one, and that's a free breakfast sandwich. Then I got a free pie, free soda, free ice cream, free cookie, free frappe, free pie. It's all the same thing. Little stuff. The good ones are the free double cheeseburger and the free breakfast sandwiches, and the rest of them are just like, eh. How many pies can you have all at once? Yeah, that's really annoying to do. And also when you spend your points, you got to split it too. Now the good thing is it looks like the when you use a coupon or you use your points, you don't have to wait 15 minutes. It looks like you only have to wait 15 minutes when you use an offer. And But I get it. I mean, they're not in business to give out free food. They're in business to make money. The idea is they want you to spend money when you go to McDonald's. But you damn well know they're gaming those odds. Even if you can't prove it, you know they are. You know they're playing footloose with those. It's not random. I'm thinking actually I should dig out one of my other devices that has an account logged in. I gotta find it. The and see if the odds change if I start with an account that has nothing. Get a pretty good deal on dinner last night though. I still have the 40% off double quarter pounder. And then this device here has the yeah, I know. Instead of making you drive around, that's why I do multiple devices. I'll pull up with 3 or 4 devices so I can get 3 or 4 freebies all at once. So like when they were being a little bit more generous, like with the breakfast sandwiches and the double cheeseburgers, I'd walk up and on this device it's a double cheeseburger, on that device it's a double cheeseburger, on that device it's a small sweet tea, and on that device it's an apple pie. Mm, mm, yuck, 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 yuck. And so I'd walk up and I'd drive up and say, I'd greet them with my moo, and they'd respond, "How many orders?" And I'm like, 4. um, that's a good point about the points being money you already spent. The only problem is I can't use a double quarter pounder except when I go into Albuquerque and see Michelle, because my local McDonald's charges 50% more for a double quarter pounder than the McDonald's in Albuquerque does. In Albuquerque, a double quarter pounder deluxe is $7.09. Here in Edgewood at a McDonald's, a double quarter pounder deluxe is $9.69. So my Edgewood McDonald's charges $2.60 more for a double quarter pounder. So my response was, I wait until I go into Albuquerque and get that one, because then with the 40% off, I get it for $4.25. That's with tax. And then this device here has a repeating coupon code that keeps coming back. It'll eventually go away, but for now it's there. I have a 99-cent large drink, or I also have a any size fries for 69 cents when you buy a large drink. So for $2.28, I get a large fry and a large drink. And then for $4.25, I get the double quarter pounder deluxe. Hey, Big Bad Joe. So that's $6.53. I get the double quarter pounder deluxe, large fry, and a large drink. That's not bad. That's actually a halfway decent deal. Don't bother with the steak nuggets at Arby's. I got them yesterday and I was not impressed. They were delicious. Don't get me wrong. They were absolutely delicious. $9 for that little bit? Never again. I mean, it's like, yeah, you're kidding, right? That's all I got for $9. This is, and then keep in mind, this is not after I ate some. This is what I got. I'm sorry, $9 is too much for that. That's too much. If you doubled that, that might be an okay deal. Maybe. Okay? Maybe that might be an okay deal if you doubled the amount of meat that was there. But $9 for that? Nah. It was delicious. And if they ever have a buy one, get one, I'll probably get it again. But that's not going to stay on the menu very long, because most people are going to try that once and just go, that's too much money. I mean, that should be $3. That should be maybe 4. But that should be like $3 or $4 for that little bit of meat. That's too much. What are you gonna do? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to obviously it's gonna cost me a day, but I'm going to submit the the coupons after 10 o'clock and then reorder new coupons after 10 o'clock. This way it has 24 hours to send them to me. No, beef price is not through the roof. It's the price gouging is through the roof. It really is price gouging to an extreme. I'll show you. Even here locally, I can see it. Where is it at? Oh, I don't have it on here? I must only have it on this one here. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, I think this is it. Go. I'd be the worst. Because I'm cheap. There's a new place in town. I haven't gotten to shop there yet, but it's called Food King. And they've got some pretty good deals, like center cut pork loin chops, boneless, $1.88 a pound. At first it annoyed me, but it's actually an interesting. Oh no, absolutely not. The beef farmers are getting screwed too. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Come on. Let's see. Let's find some generic. Hey, 3D Medic. Big Bad Joe, Matchmaker Space. Let's see. Let's see what I'm talking about. So, here's my local store, Walmart. Yeah, this is Walmart, not even Smith's. Don't even think about going to Smith's. But here's some cheap meat. This is just cheap meat. Okay, bottom round. That's about as cheap as it gets. Doesn't get cheaper than bottom round. $10.34 a pound. Cheap cuts of top sirloin, $12.44 a pound. You want anything even slightly better? You're up at $15, $20 a pound. Right? Now go to Food King here, and here it is. USDA choice boneless, $5 a pound. Okay, it's price gouging. It's straight up price gouging. Are you telling me this little tiny store food, this little tiny Food King, there's one of them. There's one of them in the in Albuquerque, and you're telling me that this place gets its beef cheaper than Walmart? Give me a break. And this is not even comparing geography. This is both in Albuquerque here. The price gouging. What does Smith's want? I bet you it's even more. Although sometimes they have good deals. What's bottom round? There we go. Bottom round, $8 a pound. That's actually a little bit better than yeah, but you have to buy the whole rump roast. So you got to buy $30 of meat to get that price. Let's see. And the worst thing is when they, oh, good luck at the eye doctor. The worst thing is when they switch between ounces and pounds for the price. So it makes it impossible for you to just at a glance compare prices. Walmart does that all the time. And I know they're doing it on purpose. They're doing it so you can't compare the price. They don't want to show that this is $20 a pound. Because look, it's 12 ounces for 18 bucks. That's $24 a pound. That's why they switched to ounces, because it's 24 goddamn dollars a pound. This one's even worse. I mean, holy cow. I mean, sure, it's a prime ribeye, but still, it's not worth that price. Oh my God. That's insane. That's like 30 bucks a pound. Your bottom sirloin, 12 bucks a pound. That's the same price as Walmart. Walmart's slightly cheaper. This is thin slice, which is not as good. Same price. Yeah, $12 a pound. So I'm going to try this place out and see how good they are. The pork chops is a good price too. Ow. The only problem is you can't actually shop online at this place. You can see their weekly ad and that's it. Honeycrisp apples. This place has an interesting way of pricing too. You notice all the prices say, price plus 10% fee at checkout. So basically, your price. I wish they would stop doing this. I wish they would just show me the total price. I hate when they split it and you have to guess. So I have to add 35 cents to this to get the actual price. But I also understand what their shtick is, and I do like it. Michelle, is Michelle logged in? I don't see her. I sent her a link, but she might not be looking at her phone. Her toes are getting so much better. Oh, they're almost totally fine now. So I'm really pleased how her toes are healing. The way this place works is they charge supposedly they charge you cost plus 10%. So apparently $1.47 is how much their cost is, and the 10% is the profit they make. That 10% is how it's either their profit or their cost, like their employees and everything. I'm not sure, but that's how they do it. Which is annoying because now you have to, well, it's food, so there's no sales tax for food here, but it'd be annoying to have to go, $1.47 plus 10% plus 8%. That's really annoying. But yeah, I'm going to check them out. $6 a pound for bacon. That's okay. That's not a great deal. My favorite is the Wright bacon, which is relatively expensive bacon. How much is it here? It's not that much more, especially because I can almost always get a coupon. Yeah, that's 24 ounces for. So it's the same price as. I might as well get the thick cut Wright bacon. See how they switch to ounces? No one does price by ounces. No one does that. And they do that on purpose. They switch to ounces. And it makes it impossible for you to compare prices because you can't do that conversion inside your head. You ain't doing that in your head. But to do that one, there's like $1.75 coupon for them on Ibotta too. I only buy them when I can get a coupon, and I put it in the freezer. Let's see, 9.88 divided by 24 times 16. $6.58 a pound. And this is the cheap bar S crap for $6 a pound. Because it's 2.96 times 1.1, $3.26 each, divided by 8.8 times 16, $5.92 versus $5.98. I'll take the Wright thick cut brand bacon for the same price. So that's actually not a good deal. And that's with the coupon. Without the coupon, it actually comes out to more than the Wright bacon. And the Wright bacon currently has, I don't know if it's still there. We'll see if it's still there. Let's see, Walmart. Let's see. Oh, go away. Ooh, 450 coupon on Meow Mix. I'll have to grab some of that. Yeah, $1.50 coupon for Right Bacon. Which means... Hey, Kilroy! I've been okay. Let's see, 9.88 minus 1.5 is 838 divided by 24 times 16. So yeah, $5.57 for thick cut Right Bacon versus um, um, $6.26 for this cheap crap thin nasty bacon. So yeah, I'll take the thick stuff every time. And this, of course, is not. And see, look how they switch. I'm telling you, they do this on purpose. This one is by ounce. This one is by pound. What the hell? I swear they do it on. It's either total incompetence or they do it on purpose. And it's not by size because this is a 48 ounce and this is by ounce. There's Michelle. These are really good too, as long as you can get the coupon. Without the coupon, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot stick. It's very expensive. But with the coupon, not too bad. They taste good. I wonder if anybody's printed any of these yet. It's gonna make me log in. No, it's not. Good. Downloads, but no makes. Hoping somebody prints this. Yeah, no makes or mixes. I gotta print that one. I have the means to print that one. And I can get the flowers now, too. They're actually right here. They are right there. New Mexico, yes. Just outside Albuquerque. Well, I guess 25 miles is a little more than just outside, but outside Albuquerque. Okay. We're finished the legs for now. The next stage is how am I going to mate the two halves of the torso? Probably the easiest thing to do would be to have this portion of the torso include what's underneath the belt. Well, actually, if I had them both underneath the belt, then the belt would hide the joint. Okay, so I'm going to want to extend those. Oh, no, right now I have them going directly into the belt. Did you ever finish building out that thing in your back? Nope. I can't. I can't do a roof. I'll kill myself if I try to do that. If I fall from 12 feet off the ground. Oh, I never did. The containers are back there, but I never did join them together. That's a far future kind of thing. One of my original ideas was to cut out the insides of the container so it's one larger open space. But that never came to fruition. I have the containers, but I never joined them. Okay, I did not realize I had not actually joined these together. These are actually separated. So there's a gap there. Is there anything I could do about that gap? Well, yeah, I guess I could just stretch these. Although I have to be careful doing that. Because if I do it wrong, I'll mess up these. So can I separate them? Really? How did you grab that from inside? Sometimes Tinkercad just does things that are just like, what are you doing? Okay. No, and I've been leaving it alone because they've been leaving me alone. $6 for bacon in Canada, 6 CAD to US. Is that per pound? So it's $4.32 for bacon in Canada. That's pretty good. Yeah, they've been leaving me alone, so I've been just staying invisible. Okay, so there's my cylinders. So now I should be able to just stretch this. Like that. And then I should be able to reapply these cuts. Like that. Are these separate? Yes, they are. Dagnabbit. Those two are, okay, those are together. Oh, no, it is all one piece. And then do that. This way I don't break my joints. Okay. Now the top should be easier. Yeah. All I gotta do is stretch you downwards. Like that. Although doing that will mess up this connection in here. Oh, looks like it's okay. Okay. Okay, now are these actually joined or they have a gap? They have a gap. Which I need to get rid of. There. Okay. Now, wait a minute, let's simplify this. There we go. Okay, now we take this and this, Control D, join, turn it into a hole, and join it with this, and join. Okay. And it did not gut all the way through. There's still a little gap there. Okay. First, let's hide this. And unjoin this. We're going to make you 292. That should overlap. Join. Hole. Yeah, now it's overlapping. Join. Now we have a clear pass through. Good. Now we take this and the buckle. Of course, it's grabbing who knows what. It's just, that's Tinkercad for you. Let's go. Let's add a 0.5 millimeter on each dimension. Which is 1 millimeter, so 243.59. 243.59 by 350.57. 350.57. Okay. Now we have our tolerance. Bring everything back. Let's bring back all of this. And join you. Okay, so we have our intact joints for the legs. And now these two pieces will basically mate together with the belt in between. Now, there's a couple different ways I can do this. I could have a pin in between the two torso halves. I don't have any advanced printers. Nothing advanced. They stopped sending me printers just before the multicolor printers came out. So I lost out on the multicolor printers. So basically, since the Bamboo came out. Lots and lots of printers, but nothing modern or advanced. And I sure as heck don't have the money to buy one. Okay. I could just glue the torso together, because there's really no savings in space to separate these two halves. So I could just let these glue together. And I think I might do exactly that, just glue them together. Okay, so let's call, well, I still have to figure out the buttons. Do I want to build the buttons into it and then paint them, or do I want to make little caps that'll go over top of these? I think it'd be best if I did both. So if I did this, and I combined them, bundle, and I did this, are these separate? No, they're together. And bundle. 2.5 meters tall. It's going to be a big boy. This is the scaler I'm using right here. And this bad boy is 2 meters tall. So just a little over 2 meters. You can see I made the legs a bit bigger. So it should be a little bit more than 2 meters, right around 2.5 meters tall. The objective was to make it bigger than me. And I'm just under 2 meters. So I want it to be bigger than 2 meters. Okay. Did I already cut out these? No, I didn't. Oh, I cut it out of those instead of cutting it out of the torso. Okay. Which means I got to redo those since I just restretched all these. The head will be detachable, so I'll have a pin for the head. Especially with that big ass hat. The idea will be to split this into 3 sections: head and hat, torso, and legs, to make storage easier. Yeah, so these are all going to have to change. Yeah, that has to change because I just redid all this. Okay, so that has to change. Now, how do I want to handle the buttons? We're not modifying the torso, so I can ignore the arms for now. Let's get the buttons done. The belt buckle doesn't interfere with anything, so you can just print that and then attach it. Let's see. How do I want to do this? What I think I'm going to do is... domes are hard to print. But a filled dome is pretty easy to print. The problem is you need a flat spot. You need a flat spot where these are in order to print a flat bump. I can't just cut this from this because then this will be curved. And you'll never print that curve, not without just a stupid amount of support. So what I need to do is put a flat disc. That's just so hard to do. Well, it might not be that hard. How do I want to figure this out? What I need is a circle as big as this arc right here. That's a really big circle. But I have to keep it a circle. Okay. Okay, that's getting pretty close right there. Let's increase the number of sides since this is temporary. Yeah, that's pretty close to the arc. So let's center this on you. All right, to me, that's an acceptable position. So now what I want to do is I want to put a square on here. Of course, it doesn't want to let me scale it. Well, I don't have to. All I need is for this to be flat. And for it to fully envelop that. Okay, now we take this, and we align on this center. Would you deselect? God damn it. Now what I need to do is what I need is this to come out just a hair like that. And this to go back until it disappears. Well, this doesn't need to be this big. Let's do a recenter. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be enough. Then we take this and this. Now we rotate until we are centered. So that's 13 degrees. Okay. Hey, SPC. All right, now how do I grab this? I got to make it bigger. So let's hide you. Let's hide you. Grab you. Let's do this. This way I can grab it. Okay. So now let's Control D and select you. And we're going to go 13 degrees. And then we're going to take you, Control D again, and go 13 degrees the other way. Okay. Now we take this front face like that. Oh, I can't do that. I have to do this one. I need finer control. I probably don't need finer control, actually. Did I get it all? Guess I do need a little finer control. All right. It won't be perfect, but it'll be pretty good. No. Better would be to use a cylinder. Then I can design these mathematically. Now, how big is this? Split. Split. And come on. Split. All right. So it's 45. So that means what I need to do is put a... This is what I do for work. This is my job. So we take this cylinder, we put it there. We make this 45 by 45. Now we're going to do 46 by 46 so that we have our tolerance. Then we take this and this, we center on this, it should be here and here. Okay. We don't need this to be here anymore. We just need this. And what we do is we push in until we just make a complete circle. We have to make sure we're fully embedded. Come on. Why does it make me drag so much? Are we fully inserted? I think we are. I can't friggin' tell. Oh, we were. Okay. There. That fully inserts. Okay. I don't need this anymore. And I shouldn't need this anymore. And I shouldn't need this anymore. What's the matter? Huh? Huh? You be hissing at each other. Kick your butts. All right. So now I should be able to take this, copy it, attach it to this, and rotate it 26 degrees. And that does not line up. 27 degrees it is. Okay. Now we rehide. Would you let me select this? And we make sure we are fully inserted? Yes, we are. Okay. You'll see what I'm doing in just a second. 6 or 7 kilograms to print this. It'll probably be 6 or 7 kilograms. But this will also be a permanent decoration. This will be the kind of thing that you're going to keep. And every year you're going to bring it out for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay, the top nipples are done. Now let's do the middle nipples. Okay, Control D. The work plane. Bring it down. That's pretty close. And Control D again. Bring you down to here. Okay. Let's join these together. Okay. So it's thinner at the bottom. Let's put the work plane down here. Now it should be as simple as push until we have full occlusion. Okay. I think I got it all. No, I don't. What the hell? Oh, as I rotated, it was changing the freaking angle. There we go. We should be on both sides. Yes. Now we do the same thing with this one. Okay, this one's going to be the top. Okay, why aren't these lining up? Something's not right here. Because this one's fully involved and this one's not. Which means I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Here's my control ring. I mean, are these lined up? Yeah, these are all lined up. Where the hell's my rotate? There it is. Okay, I don't get it. What did I do wrong? This one is inserted, this one's not, which means these aren't lined up. Oh, something's not centered. What isn't centered? All right, they're exactly the same size. Are they not lined up with the rotation? No, they look like they're lined up. So these aren't lined up. These are off somehow. But they're both based on this. Something's not right. Okay. This square must have been off when I originally set this up. So we need a work plane on here. We need a cylinder on here. And the cylinder is going to be 45 by 45. No, 6. 46. Okay. We need to intersect. Where the hell is it? Is it that far off? I guess it was. There it is. Okay. Now we can get rid of this. All right, first things first. Check this and this. Why didn't that work? Because I'm an idiot. This and this. Align on you. Okay, that was off. somehow I moved it. I don't know when or how I did that, but somehow I moved it at some point. Come on. Okay. Somehow at some point those moved. Are these aligned? Yes. Okay. So now this is aligned with this. Okay. Let me see. How do I want to do this? Guess I have to hide this and this. Hide you. Hide you. Because this needs to be inside this shape so that I can rotate it correctly. Is that me or is that not lining up? Yeah, that's not lining up. How could that not be? Did I not center this? You and you align on you. I didn't. Now we're centered. Okay. Of course, it won't let me select it. That still doesn't look centered to me. Now it looks centered. The polygon count was too low. There we go. Okay. Now we take this and this. First, let's verify that these two are centered. They're not again. You. How did that shift again? And you. Align. On you. Center. It moved again. Oh, this is a different piece. Ooh, I didn't realize that was a totally separate piece. Ouch. Okay. You and you align on you. We're good. Now you and you align. We're good. Okay, so these two pieces need to join together. And they are solid. Okay. Okay. Now we take this and this. Make sure it's still aligned. Yes. Now we take this and this. Align. Yes. Okay. Oh. I only have a demi-center. Oh, that's what I did wrong. It shouldn't matter, though. But just to be sure. Okay. So this is actually too big. Really, it's all the way back there, isn't it? Yeah, this is actually too big. So if we do this and then shrink, okay. Is that close enough? Yeah, I think that's close enough. Now we take this and this, align, they are still centered. This and this, align, still centered. I don't know why it's all the way out here, but whatever. Why was it all the way out here? Weird. Now, ignore these and just pick an arbitrary spot. Roll D, roll D. Select U. We're going to go 13 degrees. Then select U and U. Why can't I pick that? I'll go 13 degrees this way. Okay. Now I should be able to delete these. Take these two, make them a pair. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. These have to be inverted. Really? So we invert them like this. Like that. Now we bring everything back. Now we join these as a pair. And now we push until we insert. Ooh, 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 ooh. First, put the work plane back here. Deselect, reselect. These should also be angled. They should be angled. But I don't know what angle to make them. Oh, how do I do that? Yeah, they should be the same angle as the thing, approximately. Okay, let's separate. Let's put the work plane back on here. It looks like it's the correct set. Looks like it's 4 degrees. Okay. Do this one here. Select 4 degrees. Okay. Now we're pretty close. Okay, we can delete you. Do the work now so I don't have to do it later. Do it right. This won't be precise, but it'll be really close. Now we push until we envelop. Yeah, much better. Didn't take nearly as much that time. Okay. Now we control D, and we bring you down here. Pretty close. And we push. And it looks even on both sides. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be good enough. And we are fully enveloped. Okay. We take these, we control D, we bring them down here, except this time we rotate 180 degrees. Actually, it'd be better if I just flipped like this. There we go. Okay. There it goes. That should do it. Let's temporarily hide you so I can delete you. Delete. Hide you so I can delete you. Okay. Don't need you anymore. Now we take you and join with you. And we should end up with nice, neat little holes. Is that just taking its time, or? There it goes. There. Now that'll print in place. And now we take one of these. And we make it 45 by 45. Not what I asked you to do. There. Now we have our little buttons. Now, can I make a better button using this? Because this does allow more steps, which is definitely cleaner than that. Okay. This is 20 tall, which means we do this. There it is. Really? That's what you're going to do? And what else are you grabbing? There we go. Now we have a higher resolution sphere. 45 and 10. Much better. And now we have our buttons. I just print 6 of those and glue them on there. So now you can do multicolor. Good, 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 good. GNC button. Export. STL. Okay. Now, are there any further changes that I need to make to the torso? We don't need pins because we're going to glue the two halves together, and the belt's going to reinforce that glue joint. So this can all be exported now, I believe. Because the cutouts are going to be made on the epaulets and the arms, not on the torso. Which means I believe the torso is done. Yeah, I think the torso is done. Can I think of anything else I need to change? I can't think of anything. Okay, let's do belt. Export. Buckle. Export. Okay. This is going to be torso. I guess this is actually belly. This will be chest. Okay. Okay. It did not accept my rename. Chest, export. Okay. I believe those are done, so let's go clean them up. Prusa. Downloads. Get rid of the extra. Why would you go full screen like that? I did not ask you to do that. All right, the button should be fine. No errors detected. How about the belt? No errors detected. Buckle. No errors detected. Belly. 4 errors. Let's do fix by Windows repair. And then export. That's belly. Okay. Let's do chest. No errors detected. Okay. We are done in Prusa. Open up Simplify. Did I save this? Leg and knees. Boots. No, I did not. Let's save it. Save factory file as. We'll call this hair. Oh, looks like it did. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, get rid of all you. Button is going to print straight down. Belt can print in that orientation. Buckle. All right, now here's the problem with the buckle. This is the ideal orientation to print it right here. That's going to give me the highest resolution here. But that's going to be a hard print. Because of this up here. I mean, there are ways around this. If I really wanted to min-max this, I would print it like this. Yeah, I'd print it something like that. If I really wanted to min-max this, I don't want to. We're going to go the easy way. Let's see. Yep, we're going to print that way. We're going to lose some detail here because printing this undercurve is really hard to do. Although if I maximize the cooling and print at a low layer height, I might be able to salvage that curve. But yeah, that's definitely the way we're going to want to print that. All right. Export binary buckle. Okay. Nope. Now we bring in the belly. Let's see. Place surface on bed. That's what we want. I wonder if I rotate this 45, does it make it smaller? 45. No, it's still 334, so it's still too big for a 334. So might as well leave it like this. Well, actually, there is an advantage to printing it at 45 degrees. It gets it as far away as possible from the edge of the bed, which means you have better heating. So it is better to print at an angle. And then what you do is you print your button and you just glue your button into that little hole right there, that little opening. There are multiple ways to handle this. I'm going to leave it with infill. Okay. So file, export binary, belly. Oh. All right, bring in the chest. Now this can be printed either direction, but we're going to print it this direction because this will come out cleaner, and you're going to see that. If you can see it, you want it to be a top layer, not a bottom layer. Well, that's super easy. Yeah, there's the 4 buttonholes right there. And this will actually be pretty light. I could do this with like 4% infill all the way up to about here, and then go 8%, 16%, 32%, and then print the top with 32%. Actually, I don't even need to do that because no, this does need to be sealed. Oh, no. This is not done yet. Chest is not done yet because that needs a hole for the neck, for the dude's head. Okay, so we can't do the chest yet. Okay. But I can upload the rest of that. Okay. Printables. Let's say, what are you doing? All right. 3D models. Let's go to here. Edit. Uh, 5-1029. Belly. Belt. And buckle added. Belly. Buttons. Belt and buckle added. Okay. Alrighty, so I have these added. Then, can't transfer them yet. Gotta wait till it's uploaded. Okay. All right. Now I can move these into the GNC folder. It's doing something. It's taking an awful long time to do it. All I did was a move operation. Come on. I have no idea what it's doing. It's crashing. Whatever, let it crash in the background. Okay. All right, now let's see. Okay. Oh, did I make that too tall? No. 368, pretty close. All right. My best bet is probably to I gotta think about this. Gotta think about this. I gotta figure out a way to make a joint. Ideally using the knee joint since I already have that. Or just glue them. The face is basically done. These two parts of the hat will be pretty easy. I can just print this part upside down, this part right side up, do the same through the belt trick as I did with the torso. Then this would just be a button impression on both of these parts here. Ideally the same button. You just print 8 buttons. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with that. Why is my leg so itchy? I want to scratch it, but I can't reach it. I found a place to get cheaper food locally. A place called Food King. Why can't I just click on the weekly ad? Why would you take me there, dumbass? They have center cut pork chops for less than $2 a pound. They have steak for $5 a pound. I can actually get grapes cheaper locally. Not a bad deal for the Honeycrisp apples either. I love the Honeycrisp apples. I can get them for, well, they're on sale locally at Smith's for $1 a pound. So temporarily it's cheaper at Smith's for the grapes. That's actually a good price for the peppers and cucumbers. Yeah, because it's price gouging. They're experimenting with prices nationwide, not to figure out, well, basically they're trying to figure out what's the most we can charge that people are still willing to pay. And so they're playing around with the prices until they figure out that point where they can charge as much as they can and people are still willing to pay. They're basically fucking everybody over. The cost isn't going up. You know, the meat producer's not getting any more money. It's like lumber all over again. It's like lumber and eggs all over again. What are eggs going for? Eggs are pretty cheap right now. Yeah, not too bad. $2 a dozen. I'll have to stock up on eggs. Ooh, extra large, 222. I'd definitely go with the extra large. That's less than $2 a dozen. But those aren't the extra large. Yeah, for that tiny difference, I'll take the extra large. Yeah, I'll have to stock up on some eggs. I try to always get eggs in the paper cartons whenever I can because the local chicken people don't like the foam cartons. They prefer the paper cartons. And I save all my paper cartons when I have like 30 or 40 of them. You know, I put up a listing on Nextdoor and somebody will come and grab them. I give them away for free to local chicken growers. But they don't have extra large in paper cartons. Just styrofoam. I got a whole 45-ounce tub of Country Crock for $3. The container was damaged, and so they put it on clearance for $3. I was like, hell yeah. Nice. You know, 5 years ago, I wouldn't buy those beans. I would tell them about the price error and I'd let them fix it. But maybe I'm getting cynical and maybe I'm becoming a bad person. I don't know. I don't care. But the fact that they're willing to price gouge us for everything, fuck them. 117 ounces? There's no 117-ounce cans of Bush's. Do you mean 117 ounces worth or? I like Bush's baked beans. They're not the country style. This is my favorite. The country style. I love the country style Bush's. I didn't know you could buy cans that big. Oh, you can. Wow. 117 ounces. Is that a number 10 can? Your problem is eating it. How are you going to eat it all before it goes bad? No, I don't grow crops. I would like to. What the hell? Bluey? What the hell's Bluey? I guess it's some kind of cartoon. Um, the problem is it costs more to grow than it does to buy because the soil is so bad here that by the time you buy the stuff you need to make usable soil, and by the time you expend enough water to keep it from dying, because I live in the desert with 12% humidity, by the time you do that, it's cheaper just to buy the vegetables from the store. I would like to tinker around with hydroponics, because I understand some lettuces grow really well in hydroponics, and lettuce is a problem for me. Lettuce isn't expensive, but it doesn't last long. Like, for example, let me show you. I like these tubs here, like right here, $5 for a pound. But it comes, yeah, I think that's the one I like. But I like these because it comes with all the different kinds of lettuce. And this one, by the way, is the best. I love this bourbon bacon. Oh, that's so good. Yum 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 yum. The problem is, this one here is about the most I can do, and sometimes I can't even get through this before it starts to turn. And that's having a very large salad every day, because it only lasts 2 or 3 days. So if I can grow my own lettuce, that would be nice. So I do want to play around with that. I wish these salad kits weren't so expensive, because they taste so good. Mmm. And what are you gonna do? All right, now the way I should handle these is I should embed these into the face as well. The hair, I don't need to. That's just going to sit on top. The only problem is hydroponics takes a lot of water, a lot of very expensive water that I have to pay 31 cents a gallon to produce. That's the problem with hydroponics. I can't use the tap water. Um, the um, the tap water has too much calcium carbonate in it. It's too hard, and it destroys the pumps in a hydroponic system. The pumps can't handle the hard water. Um, and I haven't found a small, 5-volt low power pump that can handle hard water. But it is something I'm considering. Um, it'd be especially nice, even if I can only make a gallon a day, if eventually I can put together enough solar panels to run the distiller, especially because you can get distillers really cheap now. I've seen them for as low as $40. They're not very good though. They're the auto temp ones, but I can get around that with a timer. So here, $52, $56. And of course, you could take $10 off of that because you can get a 20% coupon pretty easily. Let's see here. Let's sort by price, low to high. Here we go. 56, so $52 the cheapest. Yeah, $52. Now, I could probably get it on Amazon for a similar price. Yeah, $60. $56.90 with the coupon. Now, the only problem is the ones you really want are the ones with the timer. Because these here, these single button ones, they depend on the over temp sensor to turn it off. So basically when it runs dry, the over temperature sensor kicks in and turns the unit off. The problem is those sensors aren't made to be used as a switch, and so they wear out over time. That's why you're better off getting ones like this that have the 3 displays on it. Because what you can do is once you figure out how long it takes for you to do it, you could just set it to take a little bit less time than what you know it takes, so that there's always a little bit of water left over and it never runs dry. And mine has lasted for 4 years, no problem so far. But for a solar setup, I'd be willing to gamble and try a $56 one, because maybe I'll do that next summer. Because 300-watt solar panels will get me a kilowatt of power. I need 4 panels, so it takes 4 solar panels to reliably get me 750 watts, because that's how much these take, 750 watts. And with a small battery as a buffer, in case the clouds go over. Hey, Sun Turtle. Joe, who are you? I don't recognize that name. But yeah, $56, $200 in solar panels. Already got the charge controller, but they're like $20 for a simple charge controller. A cheap inverter, because it's just a heating element. You don't need a pure sine wave or anything like that. Now the question is, what is the payback time? What is my ROI on that? So I'd be looking at about $300 in solar panels, plus let's call it $50 in miscellaneous equipment, plus $60 for the distiller. That's $410 divided by 0.35. Oh wow, it would take 1,171 gallons to pay for itself. So if I divide by 2, that's 585 days. So, well, that's actually not that bad. Making a solar-powered water distiller so I can do hydroponics without having to pay for the water. That's a 3-year ROI, which is not too bad, because divide by 3, I'd reliably do that 200 days out of the year, and make 2 gallons a day. So that's a little expensive. That's a little expensive. The better setup would be, no, see, that's too much power. If batteries were cheaper, it'd be better that way. Because then I could just use 1 solar panel. But now you're going to be paying a whole lot more for the battery, because you would need, well, it's only $200 for the batteries. And I could do the whole thing on a single solar panel. Well, that's not so bad. And those batteries are coming down in price. No. My water is hard, so I have to use a distiller to make clean water, because things like the cat watering fountain, the coffee machine, the ice maker, humidifiers, you can't use hard water, at least not our hard water, in those devices. It destroys the pumps. So if I'm going to play around with hydroponic gardening, I need to make the water. I can't use tap water. See, most of the times hydroponics is relatively cheap because it's just tap water. And, well, my tap water is so hard that not only might that be bad for the plants, but it'll also destroy the hydroponic pump. Now, it might be worth just testing out a couple of different pumps and see if I can find a pump that doesn't die so fast. If I could even get a month out of the pump, and if the pump was only $10, I mean, that's $60 a year. That's a hell of a lot cheaper than processing my own water. Let's see. 5-volt pump, handle hard water. I doubt anybody has dealt with this because it's such an uncommon issue. I never thought of that, using a peristaltic pump. Of course, his first answer, install a water softener. You know how much they cost? Hmm. Airlift pump. Not chlorine, calcium. Oh. Huh. I might have to try that. And you can get USB powered aquarium pumps. Now that's interesting. I wonder what kind of head height you can get. Well, what's considered a usable head? If it can't produce a head of at least 6 feet, it's not going to work for a hydroponic system. It might be worth experimenting with, though, because I can get 5 volt aquarium pumps. USB air pump. Yeah, $7. Yeah, they're cheap. Okay. And since the pump is never actually exposed to the water, that could work. All right, I'll have to look into that. I'll have to run. I'll do a test basically. You know, make a 6 foot tall tube with water in it and put air in it. And see, I doubt it's gonna work. I doubt it's gonna be able to lift water 6 feet. The amount of airflow you would need to do that would be tremendous. Yeah, I can't see that working. Hmm. That's too bad. But either which way, this would be something you'd have to do. But how cheap can you get batteries nowadays? So LiFePO4 200 AH. What's the cheapest 200 amp hour? Yeah, it's about $225, I thought. If this was about half the price, that'd be better. Because that's what you need. You need about 200 amp hours. 100 amp hours is a sweet spot right now. You can get them sub $100. Really? Oh, it's 25. Why? I hate when they do this. See, it says 100 amp hour, then here it says 25 amp hour. Fuck you, man. I hate that shit. And I cannot select Prime? Does that mean none of these are available Prime? Huh. This is not coming out right. Either way, it's too expensive. Because it's 750 watts. It's going to run for 3.5 hours. So you need more than this actually. It's not, well, with the solar panel, this would be enough. And then the solar panel should recharge the battery so you can start the next run. But yeah. Now these here, I should probably also embed these into the face a little bit. So that there's a clear spot to glue it to. All right, probably the next thing I'll work on is the hat because that'll be easy. I still gotta steal these hands. Okay. All right. That's it for today. I'm definitely not going to get the Amazon thing this month. I've only gotten $44 from Amazon so far this month, so I'm not even halfway there. But I still have a chance in November, December. So if you guys have to do any Christmas shopping, try to remember to use my link. Just go to Nerys.com and click on Amazon shopping page. All that does is take you directly to Amazon. And now anything you buy, I get credit for. Of course, don't forget that if it's already in your shopping cart, that doesn't work. So what you can do is just save for later, then click on my link, and then remove the shopping cart, and then I'll get the credit, I believe. Of course, I also have my Patreon and my PayPal. The files for the Nutcracker have been uploaded. Well, for what I've done so far. Right now, you have the boots, the legs, the knees, the belly, the belt, the buckle, and the buttons. Those are uploaded. The next thing is going to be the torso and the arms, and then finally the head. The hat will be pretty easy. That won't be too hard. Yeah, the hat won't be hard at all. It'll be 4 pieces. You'll print this black piece, this red piece, this black piece, this red piece, put them all together, slap on the buckle, slap on the 2 gold dots, and you're done. The bottom will be flat. This portion of the head will be flat. And then there'll be a mount hole where the 2 parts will just slot together. Nice. Also, tomorrow I have some batteries coming in from my front door. I found out that these, this is pretty cool. I did not know this. I paid a couple extra dollars to get the pink ones just because, why not? I know it's dumb. I don't care. I wanted it. I really want that one there, but that one was way too much money. But I got the same thing, but a 4-pack. But here's something that I didn't realize. These batteries are lithium iron phosphate. Maybe not all of them are. Like these here, they might be lithium. See how it says 2,500 milliwatt hours? I noticed some of them say 1,600 milliwatt hours or 3,600 milliwatt hours. But I know some of them, it actually says it's lithium iron phosphate. And that's the one that I got, the Mia Day. This Mia Day ones. They were actually listed as lithium iron. Can I find that? IRON. Lithium iron AA. Here we go. These here. One of them actually said it was lithium iron phosphate, which really surprised me because I like that idea because it's safe. Much, much safer than lithium polymer. Hi, Michelle. See, now it's not telling me. Some of them say, and some, see, this says lithium ion. But one of them said lithium iron phosphate. And I got that one. Just because lithium iron phosphate's a lot safer. I know what these are. See, these I can't use because they're actually just 3.2 volt cells. But these lithium ion AA cells, okay, so that's not going to work. MIADY. That's how I found it before. It actually said it was lithium iron phosphate. And the thing is, these put out a solid 1.5 volts. And what happens is my door lock gets weak in the wintertime when the batteries get cold. And sometimes it won't let me in the house, which is really freaking annoying. Because it doesn't have enough strength to pull the deadbolt. So I got some. They'll be here tomorrow. We'll see if it's any good. And see if that little extra voltage is just enough. And of course, being lithium iron phosphate, I can charge them thousands of times, which means they'll last longer than my house. So I'll never have to buy batteries for that again. Just once a year, charge them up. And go from there. The alternative was to put a 5th battery. So to run it on 7.5 volts instead of 6 volts, 5 cells instead of 4 cells. So I'm going to try these first. Even if I have to charge them twice a year, I don't care. I'll just get another 4 and I'll just swap every 6 months. And I'll just make sure I swap in December or November. Yeah, November. This way they're fully charged for the coldest part of the year. All right. I got to redo these. I got to figure out. See, the problem is the arms are angled. That's what's making it hard. I got to probably use the same joint as I use down here, but I don't need to. It's okay if these get glued in. Although I also now realize I need an alignment jig to make sure you can line up the arbs. All right. Also, if you want to print this on a smaller printer, just reduce it to 50% scale. That'll still be a pretty beefy part. To give you an idea. And this has still crashed, and it never actually fully crashed because it's a low-life dirt ball. Really? You're going to put it right on top of it, dirtbag. Oh no, my downloads folder is crashing it. That's no good. Looks like you did move it, though. Every now and then this happens. The downloads folder crashes. So this is 334 by 334. If we shrink it to 50% scale, actually, if we instead go to 220, I hate that it doesn't tell me what the percentage is. I need to see the goddamn percentage. Um, 74% will get you a bamboo print, I think. No, the other part might be too tall. So it might be based on height. But yeah, 74% will get you within the range, roughly. So if you print this at 50 or 60%, you could print this on pretty much any printer. And it's crashing again. What the hell, man? Okay. What I have to do is move some stuff. This should be audiobooks. Let's create a new folder. Something in this folder is causing it to throw a fit. So I have to grab everything that's in here. You're not going to let me do that? I can't multi-select in here? Oh no, that's such a pain. I have to do it one at a time. What a pain. So I have to do this. Really? Really? You're going to get in my way every goddamn time, aren't you? Piece of shit. Oh, I can't do that. It defaults to the other folder. And once it hits that folder, it crashes again. I forgot. It's such a pain in the ass when it does this. And I have no idea why it does this. This is not the computer. This is Windows. This is Windows doing this. Okay, so we have to expand downloads. And what I have to do is I have to go through and I have to click all these folders like this, so that it will default to anything besides the root folder. And it's still, oh, it went back. It let me do it. Okay, grab everything. Get it out of here. I don't know why it does that. It's a Windows thing, where just after a certain, I don't know, a particular file, something gets corrupt in the name, and it won't let me see the downloads folder until I empty it out. And now the downloads folder will work fine. And it's a fun Windows thing. All right, that's it. I will see you guys later. I'm probably going to come back on again either tomorrow or the next day, maybe Friday. I'll jump back on again. So if you guys want to chat again on Friday, maybe, or maybe tomorrow, I'll do an informal stream and see what I can come up with. Also, I got another video idea. It's going to be on my other channel on Life and Reese. But I found out you can order free tourist information from pretty much all the states in the country, like 3/4 of them. So I ordered from everyone. You should see what Oklahoma sent me. A box like this big. But you can order like travel guides, city guides, tourist guides, state highway maps, stuff like that. And so I ordered from everyone that I could find. And so I figure I'll just do a series of videos where I just show the kind of stuff that you can get for free from these places. If you're gonna travel to one of these places, there's some pretty nice resources out there. And I was surprised, and I got it all pretty fast too. Like I got a big pile of it in the car, and it came in less than a week. And so I'll do that. That's a hell of a deal for the 7-pound can of beans. I mean, 7 pounds is a lot, but for bushes, yeah, I'd buy that. I hope you bought several of them. Picnic! But, yeah, what else? I'm wearing my Hiss shirt. Hiss. I love this shirt. It's so good. Oh, my cats are in yin yang format. They're so cute. Yes, they are. They're good boys. All right. I'll see you guys later.